about the FIFA World Cup being held in Qatar this year. For instance, it is the first World Cup to be organized in the Arab world, and the first Men's World Cup to feature female referees. It is also the first time the competition is being held during the winter, in the midst of a busy club football season. However, the significance of Qatar hosting the FIFA World Cup in 2022 goes beyond just that. For many players, the 2022 World Cup will be a life-changing event. This will be the first World Cup for many of football's finest newbies, but for many great footballers, this unprecedented event will mark the end of an era. Indeed, some of the game's biggest names and most influential stars are expected to make their final FIFA World Cup appearance because they are getting older and planning to retire. So, join us in our video today as we take time to honor 10 football legends who will play their last World Cup in 2022. Be sure to leave a comment, give the video a like, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting future videos. Thomas Muller has had a remarkable career and is actually a very underrated player. But at the age of mid-30s, he already appears to be approaching the end of his professional life. He no longer plays regularly for Bayern's first team, and he also doesn't have many opportunities to start for Germany, but Flick likely chose him for the squad because of his pedigree and the advantage he brings Germany. However, it appears that the 2010 Golden Boot winner won't be playing in another World Cup after this one. Di Maria is another player who has stated that he would not participate in any further World Cups after Qatar. In fact, it is possible that he might outrightly retire from international football once the World Cup concludes in December, meaning that Qatar will be Di Maria's final appearance in an Argentina jersey. We'll just have to wait and see if he can score another final winner as he did in the Copa America last year, to go out in style. Thiago Silva was expected to retire after the World Cup in Russia. However, the Chelsea centre-back has shown no signs of slowing down and is still among the top defenders in the world at the age of 38. Nevertheless, the ever-present centre-back will be 42 at the next World Cup. He would have a wealth of experience, but mobility and his ability to cope with a faster and more agile crop of younger players might fail him. Hence, the World Cup in Qatar is believed to be his last ever World Cup to play in. Eden Hazard, whose career has recently taken a downward turn, rather sadly, might just be quitting football altogether soon. The former Chelsea player has struggled for playing time since joining Real Madrid in 2019. And with his 32nd birthday coming up soon, you might assume that the end is near even though he hasn't featured much for his team. It is terrible to see a player go to such a low level after undoubtedly being among the top 10 football stars in the world at one point in his career. He should be able to save what is left of his career with the help of his call-up for what should be his final opportunity to play for Belgium at the World Cup. Even though Modric outdid himself by leading his Croatian teammates to the World Cup final the previous year, it is still true that he is just human. Modric went on to play a big role in Real Madrid's subsequent Champions League victory, which is nothing short of amazing. The 37-year-old can no longer defy time, despite the fact that his age contradicts his performances. The Golden Ball winner for the 2018 World Cup in Russia will be looking to advance his nation higher than they did the previous time around when Croatia lost to France in the World Cup final. This is undoubtedly his final World Cup appearance, and after this, who knows, he might even decide to stop playing international football altogether. We will all miss Luis Suarez when he retires at the end of this year because he is already in the twilight of what has been an incredible career. He is without a doubt one of the finest strikers of his generation and one of the most entertaining presences at FIFA's major tournament. Remember the goal line save against Ghana in 2010, the brace against England in 2014, and the infamous Leonardo Bonucci biting. Hopefully he can bow out with one last entertaining controversy in Qatar, and with a replay of the 2010 quarterfinal between Uruguay and Ghana, anything is possible. All eyes will be on Luis Suarez, especially the neutrals, who will be monitoring closely to see if he pulls off some farewell drama. Since the beginning of time, Germany and Bayern Munich captain Manuel Neuer has been an indisputable starter for both his club and nation. While the 36-year-old Neuer is scheduled to lead Germany in Qatar this year, there is a good chance this might be his last World Cup. Neuer is one of the greatest goalies in the history of the sport and has been absolutely phenomenal for Germany at the FIFA World Cup. He has participated in 16 games so far, giving up 11 goals while recording 7 shutouts. In Germany's successful 2014 campaign, Neuer was a rock at the back, giving up 5 goals while recording 4 clean sheets in 7 games. Despite all that he has accomplished with Real Madrid, France's Ballon d'Or winner Karim Benzema has yet to play in a World Cup tournament where he will be remembered. When the next World Cup comes around in 2026, the French superstar will be 37 years old. As a result, he is unlikely to be selected or to stick around to play ahead of France's bevy of youthful offensive talents. The current Ballon d'Or winner has been in fantastic shape heading into the 2022 World Cup and would have loved to capitalize on the opportunity this year. Unfortunately, injuries have derailed this goal and kept him out of the squad after a call-up to the team. The narrative around the Portuguese hero should have been dominated by his desire to bring Portugal its first World Cup victory, but instead, Cristiano Ronaldo starts the season with a shadow cast by a controversial interview in which he berated Manchester United. Ronaldo will turn 38 in 3 months, and as much as we hate to admit it, he no longer looks as good as he did roughly a decade ago, so you get the impression that after Qatar, he may retire from international football. Ronaldo will be 41 by the time the next event rolls around, and while we don't doubt that he'll still be playing professionally by then, it's improbable that he'll be healthy and willing to compete in another World Cup. So soak up every bit of CR7 in Qatar, since he may never play another World Cup game when this year's edition concludes. Lionel Messi will strive to lead his nation to FIFA World Cup victory in Qatar this year. If he has a strong showing in his 5th World Cup, he might surpass Diego Maradona, Argentina's most decorated footballer and winner of the World Cup in 1986. Considering that he would be 39 by the following edition, it is also likely that this campaign might be his last opportunity to win the World Cup. In 2014, Messi came agonizingly close to winning the World Cup, but Argentina fell to Germany in the final. He was named the tournament's best player for his outstanding efforts while representing Argentina. Messi has participated in 19 World Cup games overall, recording 6 goals and 5 assists. He will compete in his 6th World Cup in Qatar in 2022. The 35-year-old PSG forward will be trying to build on Argentina's Copa America victory last year and capture the one title that has escaped him thus far in his illustrious career. There are a lot more legends who might be going for their last World Cup this year, including Olivier Giroud, Robert Lewandowski, Sergio Ramos, and Sergio Busquets, among others. So if you enjoyed this video, keep the list going in the comments. While here, watch the next video on your screen, which looks at the 10 biggest players missing from the 2022 Qatar World Cup. Also, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of World Cup updates.